Hi everybody, 'tis I. I want to talk about why we need to surrender as parents when our children choose to estrange, break up with us, ghost us, walk away, block us, etc. And I'm going to tell you that if you look back, even when we were young, there were always outside forces, people that kind of, if you were a good kid, you may have had friends that said, well, it's okay to drink or it's okay to do drugs or maybe we can watch this movie your mom tells you not to watch. So there have always been outside influences in our lives. And some of us were led astray, even in grade school, high school, college, etc. It's just the way it was. But the most challenging part today in the last decade or so is the fact that we have the internet. And there are 8.7 billion people in this world. Millions of people are on the internet all over the world. And so when our children need to gripe about their mom or dad, they go on the internet, they join I hate my mom group, I hate my dad group, my mom's the B word, my dad's a jerk. They join these groups and millions of people say, you know what, you can cut them off, you can walk away. You, you don't owe your parents anything. It's not that big of a deal. You'll be okay. And so there's a greater source of outside influence, much more than we ever had when we were kids. For crying out loud, when we were kids, we had a corded phone. We didn't even have cell phones. I couldn't call my friend unless my sister was off the phone. And even then, we had a limit. You couldn't be on the phone for hours, so you had to catch up with your friends. And then when you hung out with them, it was at school between classes, or you'd spend the night at one another's homes. And the thing about it is because we did that, you realize sometimes your home life wasn't all that bad because maybe you were friends with someone whose family struggled. They didn't have as much as what you had, or maybe one of their parents was abusive, not too kind, an alcoholic. You saw a lot of different family dynamics, so that brought you back to home to say, you know what, my home life, it's tough, but it's not that tough. So at least it brought you back down to earth. But today's day and age, our adult sons and daughters being are being influenced by so many other people that don't really know what their home life was like. They're getting information from our sons and daughters to say, I had a really bad childhood, and someone else will say, well, I did too, and then to the two of them, well, you know what, we can walk away from our parents because we have that right. So I'm not saying that we can't fight against it, but when our sons and daughters are adults, they're making decisions, they're completely aware of what they're doing, and when they walk away and break free and they don't have to see us anymore, they don't have to see the tears, the heartache, the depression, the anxiety, the stress. They don't have to see their mom in the hospital when she doesn't want to live anymore. Also, they don't have to be around for anything when it comes to medical. If you have cancer, if you're at the end of your life in hospice, they don't have to see it. So they're not truly affected. Their heartstrings aren't being pulled because they've wiped the slate clean. So I want to say, can you fight against it? You can. But I choose instead to release them with love. I hope they're doing well in this world. But I'm going to surround myself with people that are kind, loving, awesome, and think the same of me. So that's all I wanted to say, and I'll be back.